I come here in 1970, and I've been working here most of the time. I was in construction, so a little here and there, but for the most time I've been here since then. I've been diagnosed with asbestosis. Well, there's a lot of variables to that, and it's hard to say where you, but there's a bag house that W.R. Grace gave to the city that I rented in, I guess it was 97. And so I was in there creating equipment for a few years. And then when the EPA come to town in 99, then that was one of the first places they checked on. So, and then they said, you got to get out of here, Phil. Place has asbestos in it. So that's probably a more probable avenue, but just from being in Libby is enough, I think, to enough exposure to us. I worked for the school district since '99, and then I lost my job there in 2010 because I couldn't get from the parking lot to my office and without gasping, and so my boss looked out. He says, "What's going on?" I was coming to work in the morning. I don't know, but I'm going to go to the card clinic and find out. So, so that's what happened. In my understanding is that we can monitor from the test, and then we can use those as benchmarks and see how we're progressing or not progressing in the disease. So, and I use it as a goal for me. So when I come here, I actually want to do better than I did before, and I've made a lot of improvements in my lifestyle because of the attitude. You work hard, you keep your weight down, and you can't change the fact that you have asbestosis, but you can change the way your attitude is, and that's what I try to do. So the card clinic has given me some hope in a sense, because when I come here, I get treated well, for one thing, and it helps relieve some of the stress that we build up through the year because it's an annual checkup. So I appreciate the idea that I can come here, and I come here like I had a pneumonia in the wintertime, and so I come here and they bring me right in. So, it's not just asbestosis. I've come here for, infection or something, and they take care of it. Dr. Black has been my doctor since I started this, and he's the only doctor that I go to, really. So I really appreciate all of their, they're really informative. And so I appreciate the fact that they study so hard to help us out, because where else are you going to go? Yeah, the idea that getting in that box can be a little bit intimidating, but Ashley's taken some of the sting out of that by having a good nature, and I think a lot of people, when they come to the card clinic, it's still like a doctor or a hospital, and you expect bad news when you come here, really, I think most people do. But their attitudes, and starting at the front desk, we're like old friends. So we can come in and chat a little bit and get done what has to be done, but it's in a really kind manner. I really appreciate that kindness that I receive. So Ashley makes it, although we do the same test each year, she goes through and she explains, things really, really well, and talks you all the way through it. So, it looks like it would be intimidating to do it, but I think the test is breathing. It's like one of them tests the capacity of your lungs, how much you can, and then how much air is left in when you breathe out, and then how much you recover. And so it's really good for me to know where I'm at with it. And so they're important because what they have is those test results from last year and the year before and however long, you know. Some people don't make it that long, but fortunately for me, I'm able to see, okay, no, I'm pretty close to where I was last year, so you know, it takes some of the stress out of it too. If you think that you're not gonna, you're getting worse, and you might lose hope from it all, you know, change your attitude. So I don't know. I'm very fortunate to be able to come here, and the people that have been here have been real pleasant with me. I feel pretty good. Yeah. It's been. It's a little intimidating to come here, of course, not only for me, but you see the other people that are involved, you know, and it's a real thing. This is real. And a lot of people forget that. I've heard people comment that you don't worry about going to Libby. I mean, that's not a problem, but it really is real. I mean, the asbestos that's here is a real, genuine problem, and it's not completely gone away yet. So I have friends that have passed away from this, good close friends, and I have family members that have it also. And so I take this serious. It does give me hope because I'm monitoring it with, you know, with their aids, with the machines and the knowledge that's acquired from people like me and everybody that comes here. So I get to reap the advantage of other people coming here too, because I ask questions like, you know, how am I progressing? And as far as I can see, everybo's different. We're all different, but this is beneficial for me anyway. I think this is a smart decision to put this facility here, because if it was somewhere else, it'd be transportation problems, and I think a lot of people would just miss out altogether on it, and they'd probably just suffer through their lives until they were gone and not even know about it. So. And I understand there's another facility in New York or there. That wouldn't do us much good at all. So this is awesome that you know, things have come together for this place, and that it shows another concern for Libby, you know. Well, I know I have a place to go that I can relate to and can relate to me, and I have people here that understand the life that the people live with asbestosis and other COPD. We just have we still have asbestosis, but the people here make a difference in how we live, and so I don't think that it would be any better if we lived somewhere else. I just think we're fortunate to have the doctors and it's not just Dr. Black. He has other people here that are helping along with that, and there's some real knowledge, some real dedication, and we're pretty fortunate to have that here.